talking to you about what's happening. It is breaking news that the United States has attacked the government and the country of Venezuela. The head of the country, or the supposed head of the country, Nicolas Maduro, has been captured, according to Trump, and has been thrown out of the country. I apologize for coming at you like this from my kitchen, but it is Saturday morning and we make a big breakfast. So, Nicolas Maduro and his wife supposedly have been captured and flown out of the country, and the country is now in a power vacuum, probably. There's a woman who was the opposition leader before. She was uh, given a Peace Prize for her fight against the Maduro regime. Whether the Trump administration is going to try to work to get her installed as the official president remains to be seen. But what is certainly going to happen is there will be a meeting of the UN, and the illegal acts of the United States will be brought before the United Nations. I'm pretty certain that the Venezuelan regime, or Maduro's regime, has some sort of agreements with the Russian government and the Russian. Excuse me for a second. I gotta get some. So I'm pretty sure that the Maduro regime has some sort of understanding with Russia and maybe Iran. So we'll see how that's going to develop. But I can tell you that the whole thing of what they've been doing over there in the over there in the Atlantic by Venezuela is totally illegal, against international law, and how they are trying to pass that off as attacks on narco terrorists. They're labeling these people terrorists in these boats uh, as a way of trying to justify their actions for all this stuff. And, that's not going anywhere. That's not going to go anywhere at all. You know what I'm saying? No court is going to accept the fact that some boats are in the water and maybe they had some drugs on them. And, yeah, they're supposed to be coming to America. Hey, guess what? Those boats, they don't have enough gas to get to America anyway. So, yeah, this has been going for a while. I don't know. They've killed over 100 people over there in the waters off Venezuela, and they've jacked them for two oil tankers full of oil. And the reporters asked Trump the other day, "Hey, what's going to happen to the oil that was on those?" Hey, I'm Rat Fox. I'm in Rostock, Germany. I'm in my kitchen, and I'm old, and I'm doing this podcast because I'm an American and I have family in America, and it's important to me to get the information out there. So America has attacked Venezuela. They have apparently captured Maduro and his wife. Excuse me, I'm making breakfast for my kids. So, but they have attacked Venezuela. They have captured his wife and him, and they have brought them out of the country. So they've been transported out of the country. That, my friends, is kidnapping, even in international circles. And I would think that Donald Trump and anybody involved in these actions will be facing some sort of retaliation, or some sort of. Hold on a second. Sorry, cooking breakfast. That they're going to be facing some sort of retribution for their actions, because what they've done is illegal and it's not something that is accepted. So now the next thing is how are they going to sell that to the world? They can't sell that to the world. And who's going going to take over Venezuela as the leader of the new government? That's the question. The young lady who's given the Peace Prize, she is, I believe, in a neighboring country, but the fact is you got so many Maduro loyalists over there. The question is are they going to accept her as the leader of the country? I'm not sure that that's going to happen. I'm not sure. Excuse me, guys, I'm cooking breakfast, but still, stay with me. I'm talking about the war in Venezuela that's going on. The United States has attacked Venezuela in Caracas. They have captured Nicolas Maduro and his wife. They have taken them out of the country, been transported out of the country now, and it is a developing situation. And I am here in Germany because I'm an American citizen who lives here in Germany, but I'm staying on top of this situation for you guys, and I will let you know as soon as I find out anything more. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps a lot. I ain't making no money. I'm just trying to get the information out there to my friends and my family who are over there. I have friends who are living in Venezuela. I'm trying to make contact with them and find out what they're seeing and everything else. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Solar. And I talk about the war in Ukraine also, and that's something that's very important to me. But the warmongering of the Trump administration and his defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, these guys need to be brought to justice in the criminal courts of the International Hague. I look forward to them getting that kind of justice because what they have done is a war crime. They have attacked a sovereign nation, and the government of Ukraine, the government in Venezuela, although they don't like the government that's over there in Venezuela, it doesn't mean that they have the right to just go over there and change it out. You know what I'm saying? It happened in the 90s with, what was that? In the 90s with Bush and Cheney when they went over there and attacked Iraq and everything because they said they had weapons of mass destruction, and that came out not to be the case. So I mean, it's not something that's not happened before, but we're going to look at the situation and see how that develops before the United Nations. All right. I hope that you guys will tune in later on today. I'll be discussing this later on this afternoon. Once again, the United States has attacked Venezuela and captured Nicolas Maduro and his wife and taken them out of the country. Now, where they're at, I don't know. I'm going to be doing some research, and yeah, another diversion. That's right, Vic. You got it. You know that. Give me a thumbs up, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. I like that you understand the situation. It is another diversion. You're right. The Epstein files is something that Trump does not want to come out, and this type of activity by Pete Hegseth. See, Trump knows he will not get dragged before the courts because he's got immunity. They know that. But Pete Hegseth and all the military members, I feel sorry for the military members that are involved in this activity because how many of them have said, hey, I'm not going to be a part of that? How many of our family members, how many of our service members are sitting in the brig or somewhere because they're not down with this? How many service members have said, no, I'm not going to participate in this? And that's the question. How many of our own service members are now being held because they didn't want to participate? That is something that needs to be looked at. Our friends and family that serve in the military are supposed to be, sorry, I'm cooking breakfast. They're supposed to be, neutral. They're supposed to be not for one side or the other as far as Republican Democrats and stuff. And the Trump administration is doing everything they can to sow division within our own troops. And I am so sorry for anybody that has friends and family that is in the military and that might be in this area. I hope that you guys will stay on the situation. I'm going to make another podcast as soon as I'm finished breakfast here. I'm going to be coming back on the air and getting back with you. But the situation is Venezuela has been attacked by the United States. The question is, are there any agreements with other nations that should jump in to protect Venezuela? And now with Maduro captured and out of the country, how is that gonna change anything in Venezuela? We need to find out, and I'll be staying on top of it. I'm Matt Fox on the tube, and this is totally out of control news. I'm sorry. I think you guys need to take a look at it too. I'll be getting back to you in a little while. Okay, Matt Fox on the tube, out from Rostock, Germany.